So let us now see the recently introduced FSSAI standards for ghee. So recently introduced FSSAI standards for ghee, we will see in this video. So moisture, we can see that maximum 0.5%, that is related to the shelf life of the product. So moisture in ghee should not be more than 0.5%. Milk fat minimum 99.5%. Mass by mass. And here PR reading at 40 degrees Celsius would range between 40 to 44. So any deviation there is indicative of the adulteration. Then RM value, minimum RM value for all over India is given by FSSAI now as 24. So earlier it was state wise, earlier it was different area wise, contract areas different standards were there, but now a single standard for whole India has been made, that the minimum RM value for ghee should be 24. Pransky value should range between 0.5 to 2. Free fatty acid as oleic acid maximum percent is 2%. So free fatty acid as oleic acid maximum 2%. Bowden test should be negative. Iodine value should range between 25 to 38, and then purification value range from 205 to 235, and then beta cytosol should be absent. Fatty acid composition, if you see here, we can see that the fatty acid composition which is given by FSSAI now, then butyric acid should range between 1 to 5%. So here 1 to 5%. So all the fatty acid have been divided into three categories. One is saturated fatty acid, that is MOFA, that is monounsaturated fatty acid, and then that is polyunsaturated fatty acids. Now C4, that is butyric acid, range from 1 to 5. C6, that is caproic acid, that range from 0.5 to 2.2. Octanoic acid, that is C8, caprolic acid should range between 0.4 to 1.5, and then C10, which is nothing but the capric acid, should range between 0.8 to 5, and C12, that is lauric acid, 1.5 to 4, C14, which is myristic acid, 6 to 13, and then C6, that is palmitic acid, 22 to 38, then C18, stearic acid, 8 to 19. Okay, now coming to MOFA, that one is palmitoleic acid, which should range between 0.9 to 2.8, and then other is the oleic acid, that is C18 6.9, that should range between 19 to 32. Now if you see PUFA for linoleic acid, that is range from 0.5 to 3.5, and then C18 that is 9, 12, 15 octadeca trianoic acid, that should range between 0.3 to 1. So this is the fatty acid composition of ghee as per FSSAI. Now we can see that if we see in other fats and oils, that is milk fat is peculiar of the source and fatty acids, and butyric acid, hexanoic acid is present in higher concentration in ghee, whereas these fatty acids are mostly devoid in the adulterants, namely the vegetables and animal fats. They are not having. We see in body fats, palmitic acid, stearic acid, oleic acids are present at higher concentration, whereas in vegetable oils, that is the palmitic acid, stearic acid, oleic acid, and linoleic acids are present at higher concentrations. And if you see about the coconut oil is rich in lauric acid and myristic acids also. So if you are determining of any sample, if you are determining the fatty acid composition, and if you are finding that the deviation from the range which is given here is there, then we can predict that some type of adulterant that has been added into the ghee. So if we see that which all are the adulteration parameters which are given by FSSAI, one is the PR reading. This we will be covering in the coming slide. So one is the PR reading here. PR reading at 40 degrees Celsius. RM value minimum should be 24. That is, this is also adulteration parameter. Pransky value adulteration parameters. Bowden test is adulteration parameter. Iodine value, saponification value, present beta cytosol is also a adulteration parameter, and their fatty acid parameters also. So total if you see that this is 8 parameters which are there given by FSSAI, which are adulteration parameters. So our total parameters to be tested are the 11 parameters to be tested, and which also include the one parameter which is the presence of beta cytosol using HPLC, and second is fatty acid composition by gas chromatography. So 11 parameters to be tested, and out of 11 parameters, how many are the adulteration parameters? We can see it's the 8 number of are the adulteration parameters. Okay, so these we will be covering in some of the parameters we have already covered in the part 1 of this video, and then the remaining part we will be covering in this video.